Hey guys, Rob here from D&D Toy Reviews, and today we're going to be looking at the Flame Toys Furai model Speed Cycle for their snake eyes. So let's get into it with accessories. So for accessories, really we just get the two here in my hand, which are the saddle bags, I guess you could call them. And this removable stand, this does come off. I guess you could count that as an accessory. You build the guns into the bike. They do not come off. Well, you can pop them off, but there's no point. You know, snake eyes can't hold them. So that's about it. So let's jump into articulation. So for articulation, articulation on a motorbike. We can turn the front wheel. The wheels do turn, although not particularly well. And that's it. Wow, awesome articulation. The bike itself, lots and lots of detail. We got quite a few different colors going on. We've got a dark gunmetalish gray for the engine block. We've got this nice shinier plastic for the shell of the bike. And then a little bit of matte plastic for some other parts inside. Molded in chain, foot pedals, clutch, everything is on there. The disc brakes look wonderful. Lots and lots of detail throughout the bike. We do get some stickers. This red stripe on the wind guard is a sticker. The Arashikage symbol is all stickers. So you can see that there. And to swap out these, you can see, well, maybe you can't, but there we go. There's a peg slot there, and two of them on here. And so that's so we can store Snake Eye's weapons. So we just pull the other ones out, slide these in. If I remember correctly, they go like that. Hang on. Oh, I think I got it run the wrong way. Should go like that. Yeah, there we go. So they just slide right in there, but be careful when you pop them in, because if you push too hard or put too much pressure, it will pop the seat off, and that can be a bit of an annoyance to put back on there. So we pop those on there, and then we go to our Snake Eyes model. We get his swords, and the swords can store in that double slotted one over here. Be careful when you peg them in. You don't want to snap the pegs on the sheath. We get Snake Eye's knives. Sorry, just a second. We get his knives, and there's a slot behind the seat here that we just slide the knives into, which is a little bit silly, but hey, it's weapon storage. And it is a bit of a snug fit, so you might have trouble getting both of the knives in there. Let's see if we can do it without breaking anything. All the breaks I had on Snake Eyes, all the breaks, I say one break on Snake Eyes, I'm a little worried about breaking things, so we're just going to put one knife. The bazooka, missile launcher, Uzi, and Tavor. The Uzi and Tavor, because they use the round peg, the only way you'd be able to store them is to use the same spot that we used for the swords, so you have to choose which one you want to put there. But if we flip the bike around, we've got that square peg hole there, which fits the peg on the missile launcher. If it will go in there, it should just slot right in there. It's a bit of a tight fit. Oh, there we go. Just pop that one off. It's a bit of a tight fit, and yet you can see I just popped up the seat. It will go on, but yeah, it's a bit snug. And I don't want to put too much pressure because I'm probably going to snap that post off. It's a very thin post with a very thin plastic clip, and I don't want to break anything there. The instructions say for the M9, we just slide it down into that bit of exterior bike shell, which is pretty lame, to be honest. But there you go. You can store the pistols on there too. So we can get most of Snake Eye's weapons on there, which is a nice touch. We'll just take these ones right off for now and put the regular ones back on. I guess there is a specific way for them to go in. They only seem to want to go in a certain way, even though the peg is basically just a rectangle. Although it does seem to have a slightly angled bit to the sides there to make sure you don't put it in the wrong spot, I suppose. I just gotta angle it right, that's all. Oh, and the headlight is made of this nice clear plastic. We do get some molded in detail for the instrument panel as well, and the handlebars. Now, Snake Eyes, we have those sword holding hands from Snake Eyes himself, and those will fit onto the handlebars quite nicely. They just go on really nice and easy, come off really nice and easy, but do take care. This is a very thin piece of plastic up here. You don't want to break that. And Snake Eyes himself can fit on there pretty well as well. Although the bike does look a little small for some reason. Let's see if we can get him on here. I'm not going to swap out the hands and everything because that'll take forever in that damn pouch. So you just, work with it until you get him in a decent bike riding pose, but he does go on there. His feet are supposed to rest on these little pegs down here, but I don't want to fiddle with it for 5 hours on camera. But he does go on there. And again, because it's scaled to their model kit Snake Eyes, if you were to put a classified figure on there, it would look pretty ridiculous, unfortunately, because it is a pretty nice looking bike. Now, when I was constructing it, if you're going to build this, when it comes time to put the guns on, I highly suggest you put the guns on the shell and then put the shell on. The instruction says put the shell on, then the guns. Do it the opposite way, because if you don't get things lined up exactly right, these ammo belts will not tab in. They will be out of alignment if this part here isn't angled just right. But if you put the gun on first and then put the shell piece on, it's much easier. Over here, I actually had one ammo belt snap on me because it wasn't lined up and I put a little bit too much pressure trying to pop it in and just went snap right in half. So I've had a few breaks on these two kits, which is really annoying. I mean, I'm not a novice to model kits. I've built plenty in my day. So the instructions, not the greatest when it comes to making sure things are done in the correct order. And also, the red hubcap here is done in beautiful red chrome. But the way they've molded the injection points, you will lose some paint when you try and sand those nubs off. And this part here doesn't actually peg in. It's just held in by friction. And because it goes in through the wheel, if you put a little bit of pressure on it on the wrong angle, it's just going to pop out. Now, it won't fall off because this is keeping it in place, but it will pop out, and you got to fiddle around trying to get it back into place. And if for some reason you have to try and pry this open, this whole side of the bike is just going to fall right apart. You're going to lose all the clutch and gear pedal and all that stuff in here. So it is a tad annoying if you have to try and fix something. And getting this sticker on was a nightmare to get it to line up. It's got a little bit of bubbles where it had to fold around the windshield there. But, again, for the price, these are very cheap model kits compared to what else is available. And go see that ammo belt just popped out again. There. As I was saying, these are very cheap model kits compared to what else is available, and there's lots of detail. The Snake Eyes himself is really well articulated, especially for the size. So, I mean, they're not perfect, but they're fun to build. They look nice, and they're not all that expensive. And if you like G.I. Joe, then hey, it's good for you. So, the bike, maybe not a necessity. I'm not sure I'm actually going to end up displaying it with Snake Eyes anywhere, but hey, it's nice to have. And anyway, that's it. Hope you enjoyed the review, and I'll see you next time.